So, hello my friends, Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. In today's video we'll cover the main highlight features and do an overview of Canon's EOS R6. Do know you can find timestamps and links in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment. And also note this is not a sponsored video. Let's get started. Released in 2020 alongside the higher-end EOS R5, Canon's EOS R6 is their more affordable flagship of the current RF lineup, and it's a camera that sits in the 6 series as the mirrorless counterpart to the 6D Mark II. Canon's coming out of the gates swinging this year with the debut of several previously unseen features, most notably 4K 60 FPS video, 20 FPS burst shooting, dual pixel CMOS AF2, and in-body image stabilization, along with several highlight features from the flagship 1DX series with an attractive starting price, and it appears to be a significant milestone, easily matching the release of their original 5D and 6D series. Canon aims this upper mid-range mirrorless camera at working pros and enthusiasts looking for an upgrade over the EOS R, but for those wanting a more affordable option than their pricier EOS R5, and they aim this camera as a competitor to Sony's a7 III, Fujifilm's X-T4, Nikon's Z6, and Panasonic's S1. It features a 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor with an anti-aliasing filter and the Digic X image processor, a similar setup as the 1DX Mark III. This slight downgrade in resolution from the EOS R comes with a much needed gain in dynamic range and low light performance. The camera also offers several smaller compressed JPEG and compressed RAW formats to reduce working file sizes, along with the new HIF JPEG format, which delivers 10-bit compression, providing better dynamic range, color reproduction, and bit depth over standard JPEG alone. The camera offers continuous shooting speeds of 12 frames per second with the mechanical shutter, or 20 frames per second with the electronic shutter, and both of these sequential high shooting modes maintain continuous AF and tracking. And it also has an enormous buffer depth, easily providing 240 RAW or 1,000 plus JPEG images. On the video front, it shoots almost uncropped 4K UHD video up to 60 frames per second, and it also shoots 1080p full HD videos up to 120 frames per second, automatically slowed in camera to 4 times or 30 FPS videos. When shooting in 4K, the camera does experience a minor crop of 1.07. However, it's only a minor change in framing and doesn't reduce quality, so it's more of a notation. Both 4K and 1080p videos record to the MP4 format using IPB compression, and the camera obtains 422 10-bit internal recording along with Canon's C-Log1 profile. In this mode, it also shoots to the newest H.265 compression, and it also obtains the 4K PQ HDR mode, which also supplies a 10-bit 422 signal, producing genuine HDR footage. And you can also capture 8.3 megapixel stills from 4K videos, plus it has zebras and outputs a clean 10-bit signal for use with external monitors or a clean feed for live streaming. Low light performance is excellent. It features a native ISO range from ISO 100 to 102/400, further expandable to a high setting equivalent of 204/800, and users can expect usable images up to ISO 25600 with some post-processing. For focus, it marks the second Canon camera to obtain dual pixel CMOS AF2 with deep learning technology. This system initially debuted in the flagship 1DX Mark III, and it now provides 100% AF coverage over the entire imaging area, along with face, head, and eye detect AF. Combined, this system obtains focus in as little as 0.05 seconds and works down to -6.5 EV, which currently makes it the fastest to date. The camera also obtains animal eye detect, which confidently tracks the animal's eyes and switches to whole body tracking as they move throughout the frame. Like the 5D Mark IV, you can also fully customize the AF system to your liking via the menus, and the camera obtains EOS ITR, perfect for changing the focus transitioning speed or subject detection response for the best results. Dual pixel CMOS AF also works in all recording modes, including 4K 60 and 1080p 120 FPS. The camera also obtains focus peaking, focus magnification, and Canon's focus guide for those who prefer manually focusing. For displays, it features a 3-inch vari-angle touchscreen TFT LCD with a resolution of 1.62 million dots and Canon's ClearView 2 coating. And since it's a touchscreen, it supports touch gestures such as Touch AF, touch tracking, and full menu navigation. It also features a 3.69 million dot OLED electronic viewfinder with a 0.76 times magnification, but new for this release are variable refresh rates, now including 60 and 120 Hz. Changing the display to 120 Hz improves the refresh rate to smooth movement, making it ideal for tracking sports or wildlife. Physically, the camera is largely identical to the EOS R and R5 with a few changes. Firstly, Canon's reshaped the grip slightly, but secondly, and more importantly, Canon's brought back classic DSLR styling to the range. Like the R5, they've removed the back touchpad found on the EOS R, instead of replacing it with 3 control dials and an AF joystick and AF on button. And the build quality is also excellent. It features a polycarbonate exterior and full magnesium alloy interior, and combined provides full weather sealing to the same level as the 6D Mark II. But outside of that, it also has 5-axis in-body image stabilization, HDR, multi-exposures, a built-in intervalometer for time lapses, the 1.6 times APS-C crop mode, extensive in-camera RAW and JPEG processing, a microphone input, a headphone output, a USB-C port, dual card slots, built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. In the end, Canon's EOS R6 is an easy camera to recommend to quite a broad audience. Besides overheating and resolution, it's a substantial improvement over the EOS R. It updates video, autofocus, and adds IBIS in a compact and highly customizable body. Canon's R5 grabbed most of the headlines, but the R6 delivers what users truly want at a far more affordable price. While it's more expensive than rivals, it's the perfect gateway into Canon's RF ecosystem. Its side-hinged screen, excellent interface, and 10-bit 4K 60p video will surely be tempting for the price, and it's a worthy successor and one that offers superior features in this category. Considering what's offered, this camera's going to undoubtedly fly off the shelves following release. So there you have it, my friends. There are the highlights and overview of Canon's EOS R6. For more information on the R6 and other Canon cameras, check out our website, PhotographyPX.com. Go to our camera reviews page, then to the Canon section, and there you will see a full detailed written review, as well as other reviews of cameras that may be of interest to you. You can also look at the pinned comment in the description down below, and that will take you right to the full review as well. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. We will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found the contents of today's video insightful and it added value to you. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Also, leave us a like and a comment in the description down below. Let us know if we overlooked something or we missed something that we covered in today's video. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. Photography.com.